We all are gathered here to commemorate the third year of remembrance of our late Lebanon Bishop, His Grace Thomas Mar Athanasius, of blessed memory. Paying homage to the late Lebanon Bishop, I would like to say a few words about our Bishop. As you all are knowing, he was born to Mr. K.T. Thomas and Mrs. Eliama on April 3rd, 1938, in the Kedakar family of Kutangavu, Kerala. After his primary studies in Kutangavu, Alappuzha, then in Kottayam. Afterwards, completing his B.Ed studies as well as B.Sc also in Chennai. He went for his priestly training in Kolkata, Serampore College. Then he came to Baroda for his M.Ed studies. 1966, as always our Bishop mentions, he came with a scholarship to study in the MS University for his M.Ed studies, which made great changes in his life. After completing his M.Ed studies, he started thinking about doing something, especially in the field of education, for the people in Gujarat. In 1968, primarily he worked in Babyland School. Then he established the Basil School along with the parish members there. During that time, His Holiness Basilius Marthoma Matthews I was the bishop of this area. Taking advice from him, instead of establishing church and then the school, he gave the advice to start the schools first, and in the school building itself the chapels can be started, or the parishes can be started. That is why nowadays, if we look at the schools established by him, inside the school, chapel will be there. Beautiful chapel like this will be there everywhere. In 1970, he became deacon, and later on he became the priest also. And in 1985, he became the metropolitan of the Chengalur Diocese of the Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church. In between, in 1973, the Gujarat Refinery School management then approached him to take over the school, and he took over that school under the trust of the Society of St. Basil. Later on, he established the other schools in the rural villages of Gujarat. This MGM school, then St. Paul's School Baroda, St. Paul's School Ankleshwar, and the Serious Public School, the latest one. And as a recognition of his works here in Gujarat, in 2015, if I am not wrong, our Gujarat Refinery English Medium School got the Best School Award of Baroda district from the DO Baroda. And in 2017, this MGM School Harod, where we are working, it also got the Best School Award from the DO Panchamad. His motto of life was search for excellence, and he wanted perfection in any works which he did. He was an inspiration to a lot of people, especially when we look at his life. Always he responded to the contemporary issues. Not only responding to media, also he used to give his opinion about the contemporary issues as well as advices too. The Bethel Patrika, the official magazine of Chengalur Diocese under him. In that, one Hidaya Leganam was where response to the contemporary issues he used to write. And he was very much energetic in going to the people who are suffering, approaching them, helping them to the maximum of his livings. Especially in Kerala, in Attapadi area, which is far away from Changanur, when the difficult days, those people, there is a tribal belt. There he went and he helped the people there. And you know, some years back, Kerala was affected by tsunami. During that time also, with the praise and the youth of his diocese, he went there and helped the people. And even in this Gujarat also, in 2000, when the earthquake hit, this Gandhiram, Kutch area, he was working as a priest. He went with the people as well as priests also from Kerala to help the earthquake affected people there. A lot of new ideas were implemented by him during his time. Vidya Jyoti, Guru Vandanam, all are examples for it. These two programs, when in the month of June, when the schools are reopened, he used to conduct this for his diocese students in the month of June. All will be called in the Bethel Chapel, where his palace is there, and there he used to give some advice of classes also to them, and they were allowed to touch his feet, and he used to bless them with some gifts also. And in the field of spirituality, to raise the children, to become priests as well as in some other works also. He introduced the Devavali Sangam. That is Alban Boys training program, and you know, every year in the month of March, election will be there to elect the managing committee representatives for the next financial year. And after electing them, he used to conduct one class for them regarding the constitution, the church constitution, how they have to do the works, the administrative works, how they have to do it. He used to give a class about it also. And when we look at him, we can see he traveled ahead of time. Two examples I can cite from our campus itself. This basketball court that was constructed by him under his guidance according to international standards only. And nearby the KG block is also there. We can see the steps there as well as the first floor also. When the basketball competition is conducted, tournament is conducted, those who want to see, they can sit on the steps and they can go to the first floor and then see the tournament. As well as during the time of school, during the recess time, KG students will be sitting and taking their food. Secondly, one incident which I myself have seen is this only. This football ground is there here. And last year we wanted to conduct last year we conducted the Marathanasios trophy for football. And while conducting, the sports teacher told the long jump need to be removed from the, which was at the extreme corner of the ground. But when we took the measurement, it was exact measurement. And in the exact measurement itself, the football court is constructed, or it is there. And nearby, without creating any difficulty to the football court, he also made a long jump beaten also. So he walked ahead of time with a great vision. He went forward in all his works. While planting the trees also, he used to take the distance between the plants. Then the distance of the plant from the wall, he used to measure, and that was maintained to the wall while those plants were planted there. If he recognizes the skills of someone, he used to encourage it and he used to help him or her to come to the maximum limit or a maximum level of his skill. And he always used to encourage using this words, Acha, very good, fine, go ahead. And in his life, we could see transparency everywhere, especially in financial matters. And I used to hear his advice, the public money, there should be great transparency as well as minimum of it should be utilized. But our own money, it can be used according to our will and wish. That he used to say always. And all the developmental activities which he has introduced in his diocese, Chengalur diocese, it can be seen being copied by other dioceses also, as well as entire church. He was a Catholic and MD school manager for a lot of time. I mean, around 15 years, he was the manager of the Catholic and MD schools. During that time, a great change itself was made in that management. He used to personally visit all the schools, and he used to inspect everything on his own, and he used to implement everything there. During that tenure, he used to give training to the teachers, as well as a lot of publications were also published during that time. Even in his life, we can see in this area of Gujarat, and he worked as priest with great difficulty even to church. Sometimes he sat on the back of a truck or some other heavy vehicle with his bike, with his Holy Mass bike, and he used to go to the church and he conducted the services there. The things we consider menial was of great value to him. And he used to carve as well as mold someone or something which is coming near him. A stone which is lying in front of him. Inside it also he used to say some value, and he used to carve on the wall it to a good shape, a beautiful shape. Anytime we were able to approach him, it can be sometimes during night time with the low block or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. If we telephone him, he will be picking the phone, attending the phone, then he will be responding to our query or the doubt which we are asking. And he encouraged others to study to any extent they can. Personally also, if I say during the time of my studies, when I wanted to study something new, when I approached him, sometimes he may be sitting in the agricultural field. Immediately he will be thinking about it, then he will be telling, bring a writing card, a piece of paper, then if a letter is required, he will be writing the letter, and immediately it will be time that he will be signing it and helping them to study. And to any extent, he is ready to teach them or send them for further studies. Once a bishop came here to see him. I wanted to say one policy of our bishop, and the other bishop, he was very much amazed by the developmental works he has done here in this area as well as other areas through his schools. And as a piece of advice to him, what he has told, Bishop, we should be going forward like catching the tail of a tiger. Sometimes we will be feeling it funny, but when we are catching the tail of a tiger, we cannot release that catch. If we are releasing, it will be sometimes biting us, or it will be biting us. But we should be going forward, we should be moving forward. That was his idea in his life. He can be considered a Jnana Yogi, a Karma Yogi, and a Bhakta Yogi. Even sometimes when somebody commits a mistake, he was ready to forgive for so many number of times. I have seen some people, they committed some mistakes. Once they committed, he was forgiving. Again they are committing, again he was forgiving with some advices. And what he was telling is that, in Bible, the example of prodigal son is prodigal son story is what Jesus was telling this prodigal son, when he came back to his house, his father was ready to accept him. I am not over Jesus Christ. That is what he used to say. So when somebody commits a mistake about several times also, he used to forgive them, and he used to reconcile with them as well as he used to accept them. That was a great quality which I have found in him. And he was very much fond of auction sale in church, and that is why today also some farm products are there from our farm only for auction here. And in that also he had a policy. The first quantity should go to the church. The first quantity of his farmland, the agricultural products from his farm, that should be going to the church. Second, he will be distributing to other people, and that quality we will be using. That was his policy behind that. And several seeds, plants and vegetables always he used to take here from Gujarat to Kerala, as well as from Kerala to Gujarat, and he used to distribute it to different people. That was a great quality of sharing which I have seen in him. He practiced what he preached. He used to make fun of us sometimes sitting seriously. And he knows how to deal with people from different strata of society, whether it be rich, whether it be poor, people in high positions, or sometimes people who are working under him also. All these people he knew how to deal with them. And the vision of our school is also a great example for his ideas. I was lucky to be with him for the last 20 days of his life here in Harod. In this chapel, on 19th August 2018, Sunday, he attended the Mass. He was sitting here only. He had a holy Kurbana also on that day. And afterwards, on 24th August 2018, only, he left us to heaven. I personally feel that he can be compared to King Solomon of our Bible, as he is a Karma Yogi, he is a Jnana Yogi, as well as Bhakti Yogi also. That his intercessory prayers be a purpose to all of us. May God bless all of you. Thank you.